kami nakapantaron. Waradog upaanta, waradog pamitawan tato. Baboy, usa, warag panguran tat, barat ibakatas tamanggianak.
So good day everyone. So our topic is all about cultural communities in Mindanao. So in this discussion, we will be able to know about the Lumads and the Muslims. So their different traditions, their different culture, the different ways of life, the different tribal group of Mindanao. So Lumad. So Lumad or ICC, Indigenous Cultural Communities. So they are tribal groupings of people in Mindanao like Ata, Manobo, Kulaman, Mamanuang, and so on. So this Indigenous Cultural Communities or ICC people, they are cultural minorities, so they're less than half of population, and they had been pushed in the mountains and forests by lowlanders ever since the towns and cities were built. So most of them, wala sila nagpossess sa money or property. So ICC or Lumad, they face loss of ancestral lands due to land grabbing or militarization, economic and social exclusion that threats the tradition, culture, and identity. So, and also, nagaingon sila nga they don't need pity. What they need is justice. So, anthropologist Felipe Landahocano stated that language is the only differentiating element in ethnic groups. So, meaning, the reason why we have a lot of ethnic groups sa kalibutan is because, our world consists of many islands and people nga na ay mga different cultural or linguistic variations. Okay, so let's talk about the Cotabato Manobo people. So they are indigenous people who lived in southwest highlands of Mindanao. They are also known as Dulangan and Tudag. So Dulangan is a ancestral name, a legendary ancestral name, which means a high place. So mostly sa Cotabato, most of the people there kay mga Christians or Catholic, and their traditional culture has disappeared because they have been assimilated to Christians or Christians form. Okay, sa northern Cotabato, so their ways of qualifying the girls and boys into manhood or and womanhood is ilang ginabuhat is they blackened their teeth using the plant mau-mau. So, ang ilang ginabuhat is ilahan ng i-rub or i-usapon ang ilahang katong plant na ginatawag na mau-mau. Ilahan ng usapon hantod mag-block ang ilahang teeth. And then after ana, moadto sila og ceremony. They go to a ceremony for a tasting new rice which qualifies them into manhood and womanhood. So now let us discuss about the Bagobos people or Bagobos tribe. So Bagobos people or Bagobos tribe, they are a group of people na nakapuyo sa very mountainous areas or regions sa Mindanao, between the Upper Pilangi and Davao River. So the Bagobos tribe is divided into two main groups, which are the Coastal Bagobo and the Upper Bagobo. So the Coastal Bagobo is, influenced by Christianity, while the Upper Bagobo or the Upland Bagobo, they traditionally practice slash and burn agriculture. So 25% sa ilang pagkaon is from hunting, gathering, and fishing. So the Coastal Bagobo, they now reside either with the Upland Bagobo or with the Visayans. until the coastal Bagobo, they don't exist anymore as a separate group. So Bagobo villages are very, very small and consist of only a few families living on a hilltop, and others are larger.
The Bilaanor, Bilaan, is a group that lives in south-central Mindanao. Bilaan, they are famous for their brasswork, bedwork, and tabi wave. The people of this tribe wear colorful, embroidered native costumes and bedwork. Next, the Bukidnon is a group that lives in the highlands of north-central Mindanao. The Talaandig are one of the indigenous group in the province of Bukidnon, Mindanao, Philippines, who has continued to preserve and promote its indigenous costumes, belief, and practices, despite the strong influx of modernization and change. The tribe continues to thrive to this day, despite the recent changes in the area surrounding their tribal home. The Laindig people was derived from our history and traditions. These traditions include religious rituals, dances, songs and music, epic traditions, and creative handicraft at present. Talaandi culture is being handed down to future generation by the School for Living Traditions. It's very important for us to know about this tribe because they are proof for having a strong tradition, and it's also important for us to respect them and treat them equally, to avoid discrimination and just live happily. Next, the Mandaya. The Mandaya are an Animist ethnic group that lives along the Mayo River. The Mandaya, they are also considered to belong to the Manubu group. They stand out among the others because of their sharp Spanish features. They are generally good looking and known to be peace loving and honorable people. The Christianized portion of the Mandayas are considered to be the original Dabawenyos. Clothes and toys can be found hanging from the rafters. They lavishly use gold as adornment. The design depicts the people folklore. Children are matched for marriage by their parents quite young. Men are allowed to have more than one wife, but the women must have only one husband. They are also rely on kaingin and burn farming for livelihood. They are not politically cohesive and have integrated much with the non-tribal people. What are their beliefs? They celebrate festivals to invite devatas or spirits and ask for good health and healing for those who are sick. They use an assortment of bamboo musical instruments. The dead are buried with a coffin upright, along with some food for the journey. Their religion is animistic believing in an idus, but they're considered magbabayaw God as the supreme being. A festival for Tagbanwa. The honor of the land is made every harvest season for Thanksgiving. A carved image for this deity can also be founded in their homes. And last, the Tiboli of Mindanao, part of the province of Cotabato, in the area around of Lake Cebu, west of the city General Santos. The Tiboli tribe in the Philippines is known for their strong connection to their cultural traditions and the way of life. They have a deep respect for their history and maintain many of their traditional costumes, including their distinctive dress and artistic practices. Tiboli are known for their artistic skills and craftsmanship, particularly in the areas of music, dance, and weaving. They are skilled in creating intricate patterns and design using materials, and their art is highly valued and celebrated within their community.
Good day, sir. So this is a topic, the morals Muslim Filipinos, the lesson for the cultural communities in Mindanao. So this is the Muslim are the significant minority in the Philippines. So they are the most of the remain outside the mainstream in the of the national lives. So this is a part of their religious and the way of lives. So this religious obligation of the Muslim are the shown in the five pillars of the five pillars of Islam, which is include the belief in the God and is a prophet of the obligation of prayers. So these are charity, pilgrimage, just fasting. So it's a fundamental concept of the Islam. So is the Sharia is the law, which is the embrace of the total way of the life commanded by the God. So this is the Muslim are believers of Islam. So it is true the followers of Islam are the called Muslims. So they are the monistic in the worship of one all-knowing God. They are called in Arabic is known as the Allah. Followers of Islam in the aim to live of a life of complete submission to Allah. So this is believed that nothing can happen without the Allah's permission, but humans have the free wills. So these are cultural integrity influenced by Islam. So this will be interesting venture to know more about their cultures. So this is a Muslim Muslim culture which is the different from the Christian and the Muslims is Islam are the called Muslims. The difference is the Christianity is the founded in on the life is the teaching and deaths and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So this in the follow these are called Christians, whereas the Muslim believe in that word of the God in the teaching is the Islam as are surely the Prophet Muhammad. So this a peace upon him. So this Islam means a complete submission to the Allah and complete submission is the affairs that happen including his daily affairs according to the will of Allah. So this will be the business from the government, education, social life, and arts and cultures. The creed of the Muslim is a simple: there is no God but the God. Muhammad is a messenger. God has revealed himself to different people in a different language to inspire thinkers such as Moses, Jesus, and the Muhammadan. Muslim believe that Muhammad is Allah's messenger of God. God's message is written in the Holy Al-Quran. So Al-Quran is the Holy Bible of a Muslim. So, these are Philippine Muslim are considered the following subgroups and defined on the basis of the languages are the Moro people are the 13 Islamized the ethno-linguistic group in the Philippines. So this traditionally they are from Mindanao. So these are 13 Islamized. First is Maguindanao, Maranao, Tausug, Sama, Yakan, 6 Ilanon or Iranon, 7 Kalibugan. So 8 Sanggol, 9 Calagan, 10 Muslim inhabitant of Palawan, 11 Hama Mapun, in 12 Bajau, and 13 Subanon. So the first is the Maguindanao. So they are found in the Cotabato region, then known as the Pulangi River Valley. Is Maguindanao originally means people of flooded plain. So these are refers to people living in the Pulangi area located in where now in North Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat in Maguindanao. This province's cultural communicates within the region include the titular Tibuli in the Maguindanao was also named after Sultanate and dynasty and the ruled the area of several years in the Muslim group living in South Central Mindanao. So they are also known their Maguindanao. Maguindanao is they are largest group of the Muslim Filipino. They are speak language that is the same group of the most other people. Individual languages of Philippines including Tagalog, Cebuano, and are believed converted of the Islam are the 15th and 16th centuries. So the second is the Maranao means are people of the lake. Their homeland called Inlana or Lake. There are all these settlements started around here in upon to this highly populated communities still that like their language is similar Maginaw in Iran. So Maranao, they are from the largest Muslim community in the cultural minority of the Philippines. Their families are traditionally large and close-knit in a feudal standing in some parts in invisible position. Wealth and ownership, many those considered from the ancestry to reality still maintain the political position of prominence in their areas. They have traditionally been a fishermen and farmers in the villages made up of a few households, but the household have often been large and several families living together. In a large apartment house with the people sleeping along the walls and the of the dwelling serving the communal kitchens. So third is Tausog was derived from the Tao meaning man and Sog meaning current and translate into a people of the current another argument made on the meaning of the name state and the name of the in fact translate to breed of people. So Tausog is the native in the first group in the archipelago to the converted to Islam. So these are possess the courage that is beyond doubt. Their bravery is supposed to be unquestionable. Therefore, the Tausog are often named the tao na isog or brave of people. Fourth is Sama, is a highly disparate in the Sulu archipelago, especially in Simunul and Sibuto Island. There are considered both people spending most of their constant moving throughout in the island in the area or living in the water. The Sama are also considered the sea gypsy of the Philippines. The Sama are the from the island in the Mapun in the Tawi-Tawi, formerly known as the Cagayan de Sulu. Their culture is heavily influenced by the Sulu. So that they are the relatively isolated. And the fifth is Yakan. So they are found in the province of Basilan. They were formerly known as the seamless coastal jewelers. The word Yakan denoted the Yak origin. They are descendant of the both Dayak on the northern Birino in the summer from Johor. So this Yakan, they are renowned in the weaving traditions, cultural. There are Sama people who eventually live a life on land that is Basilan in Zamanga City. So they are included as a part of the same ethnic group or were included the Bajau, Dilaot, Kalibugan, and other same group. So this is Yakan, our majority Muslim group, the Basilan, South Mindanao. They traditionally believe in what is referred to the folk Islam. So Sikhs, Ilanon or Iranon are said by the many to have been the origin of the ethnic group within the Lanao del Sur to the Maguindanao areas. The Irano language is Napax in the Maranao and Maguindanao languages. So Ilanon are the Muslim and the many live in the coast, earning their living from the sea. Other live further the airline and the have adopted agricultural lifestyles, cultivating rice and vegetables. So this is a part of my presentations. Thank you, sir.
Kulibugan. Kulibugan means half-breed or mixed breed, originally from the Subunan tribes. These people are called such because their culture has been said to be half-breed, having come into Islam through intermarriage with Muslim communities. These people lives the Subunan organization and language. The term Kulibugan as well as used to refer to all people who have accepted Islam through intermarriage. Sangil. The Sangil are found in the Balut Sarangani or called Balut Island, part of South Cotabato province of Davao del Sur. To have come in Sangil. island in Indonesia between the syllables. Origin of the name Sangil. They are people who were already Muslim before they came to Philippine shores. Also known for their boat making. Also been said to be the buccaneers who attacked Spanish territory in the other parts of the Philippines. The Kalagan are most found in the Davao province. Their Islamization was achieved through the arrival of the Maguindanao and the Tausug. However, when the Maguindanao Sultanate and Tausug left, the Kaagan became marginalized and with less improvement in their social organization. Some inhabitants in Palawan. Palawan inhabitants means Panimusan are Islamized through the Sulu Sultanate. Through the Tausug who went there introduced to Islam to the local people. Now the Muslim population in the area are found in Tarasa, Quezon, Brooks Point, Hispaniola, Nara, Rojas, and Taytay, Aborlan. Jamamapon is from the word Jama meaning is people and Mapon which indicate the name of the island municipality of Mapon, thus called people of Mapon. They are one of the Bangsamoro ethnic tribes in the Philippines. They are the Sama-speaking people widely known for their creative and traditions. Bajau is a Muslim ethnic group and considered as the gypsies of the Philippines. Most of them came from Mindanao and the southern islands of the Philippines. The Bajau community is located on the mouth of Kalumpang River towards to Batangas Bay. Subanon. The Subanon is a group of animist and born agriculturists that live in the forest interior in southern Mindanao, also known as the Subanin. Eastern Subanon, Subanon, Western Subanon. They are quite different from the lowlanders who live around them who are either Muslims or Christians. The Subanon have a history of being exploited and taken as slave by their coastal Muslim neighbors. The Subanon live in widely scattered settlement and raise crops almost totally by hand, without plows or even hoes. They gather a wide variety of forest products, hunt wild pigs and deer and fish, and collect crustaceans from streams. The division of labor between men and women is very equal.